It's quite upsetting that a plant used for medicinal purposes in the past and poses little to none of the risks of alcohol and tobacco is illicit and looked down on by mainly lawmakers and uninformed citizens. Although many people don't take the economics of cannabis seriously, the industry surrounding this medicinal plant has major potential for economic gain and social reform in our country. Today I will inform you on the benefits of legal cannabis within three different spectrums: economic gain, prison and justice reform, and physical health benefits. It's very interesting to be informed on these three potential impacts, as many ordinary citizens have been deprived of this knowledge. To show the potential for economic gain, we will look at real statistics from the state of Colorado, who legalized recreational use in 2012 and opened stores in 2014. We can break the economic gain of Colorado into two categories: jobs and cannabis tax revenue. For the jobs revenue, we will compare 2012 statistics with 2015 statistics. This gives insight a couple years before stores opened and a year after to compare results. In 2015, Colorado recorded 2.7 million jobs, compared to the 2.29 million in 2012, showing a 15% increase. The state's unemployment rate over this 3-year span may be the most staggering number of them all. They boast a 55% decrease in unemployment, while the national average decreased 30% through this same time frame. The first year recreational cannabis was sold in Colorado was 2014. In this year, they collected $56 million in taxes directly from this industry. This is $56 million extra dollars for this economy in a single year. More importantly, this number continued to rise. In 2 years, this number doubled to $113 million, and after 5 years, cannabis tax revenue increased over 500%. This extra money is being put to great use in their economy, using it to fund a range of youth and public health programs, including mental health services, youth literacy initiatives, and anti-bullying programs in schools. The tax benefits both state and, more importantly, local governments. Now let's take a step back from Colorado and look at our current situation in the cannabis industry. It's estimated that the illegal cannabis economy is worth around $30 to $40 billion. This is an industry ran by drug cartels and street gangs. Would it not make sense to put this industry in the hands of American business owners? To discuss how cannabis legalization would benefit the criminal justice system, I will provide insight from Cody Jorgensen. Mr. Jorgensen is an assistant professor of criminal justice at Boise State University. There's a direct cost due to the prohibition of cannabis. In 2018, more than 663,000 cannabis-related arrests were made in the United States. Many of those arrests ended up incarcerated. The cost to house an inmate is between $30,000 to $35,000 per year. This is only the cost of incarceration, though. Let's look at the cost of simply making these arrests. An average arrest costs between $1,000 to $5,000. So we'll look at the low end of the spectrum and say at $1,000, a total of around $663,000 is spent simply arresting recreational cannabis users. These are tax dollars from our working class that could be used to benefit our officers' salaries, truly showing them our appreciation for putting their lives on the line for our communities. We've talked about the economic costs associated with the prohibition of cannabis. Now let's look at the medicinal benefits of cannabis. To discuss the medicinal side of cannabis, I will provide knowledge from Peter Grinspoon, a medical doctor publishing with Harvard Medical School. Diving into the uses of medical cannabis, he states that the most common use is for pain control. Its main advantage is that it clearly is safer than opiates, and it is impossible to overdose on and far less addictive. Also, some people can't take Advil or Aleve due to kidney problems, posing another implementation for medicinal use. Cannabis has the edge when it comes to relieving pain, as it poses no physical withdrawal symptoms. It is currently known that pain relievers have side effects such as constipation, nausea, sedation, drowsiness, and slowed breathing. Cannabis rarely causes the side effects mentioned above, and when they are present, it is at a lesser extent. I believe this industry has a lot of potential to do more good than the harm it is often portrayed. The economic potentials are vast and should be taken advantage of by all of our states. The crime surrounded by this industry is a direct result of it being illegal and not in the hands of responsible businesses. Reform in our justice system has to happen. There are too many nonviolent cannabis users being locked away annually, and it's just absurd. It's a waste of money in our system, and it has created social division among police and their communities. We can benefit from the economics surrounding this industry, as Colorado and other states are now proving. We have evidence it works. We just need countrywide adoption to ensure we are getting the full value this industry has to offer. The opioid epidemic has been brutal on our country, and if cannabis can provide just some relief to many of our struggling Americans with medical conditions, why would we not want this to be available countrywide? Thank you.